Seconds. Find top carriers like Anthem, Kaiser, Blue Shield, and more. Lowest
that will. Body count matters. Lots of transference from past relationships. Don't race to the bottom.
Well put, Tally. Thank you, man.
Chor XD donated $30. Chino, the problem is not that the things you say are always wrong. The problem, which drives Andrew crazy, is that you don't understand how to engage with Digens who don't share your worldview.
It's true.
No comment.
From me?
Okay. Yeah.
Why would?
It's about you too.
Oh, it's mostly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I've already said what I have to say.
Okay.
It's not necessarily right.
Wrongful Rage donated $29. First, none of you were abused, none of you were even harmed. My jokes were jokes. If they hurt its cause, you felt the sting of truth within. My bad. Not one step back.
Yes.
Crucible Crew.
Oh, shush.
I'll let it through.
Ryan is a bitch donated $30. Ryan/Andrew fake Christians.
He's not a Christian.
Dating related comments. The whole podcast is an evangelical misogynist power trip session. Let's watch Brian fume because the girls are controlling the show.
Doesn't seem like he's fuming about it.
I don't think we controlled the show
But
at all.
there's a couple of very strange things there, which is like, one, Brian's not a Christian.
You're a Christian?
Yeah.
Brian, what are you?
I thought you're Catholic.
Well, that's Christian.
What?
I know, but I thought like
But what
I'm
practicing.
Orthodox. Orthodox.
He's
Christian.
Andrew's
Jewish.
Orthodox.
No,
Jewish.
what is Brian? What are you?
Nothing.
Jewish.
What? What,
Jewish.
bro?
Brian
Come
has
on.
no
He's
religion.
got the Jewish nose, but I don't.
Look at his nose.
It's okay.
She can say that. She's Israeli.
Bad IDF intel once again.
If I were to become religious, I would be leaning towards Christianity.
Which
fair.
denomination?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know, to be honest.
Catholicism.
Probably
Orthodoxy.
Orthodox is pretty
Orthodoxy.
Certainly got the
Orthodox is
Catholicism?
dope.
No.
Orthodox.
Catholicism?
Catholics are not
Are
really
you
Christian.
Catholic?
Technically, yes.
Technically.
But you don't believe in any of the Catholic canons.
I do, and I'm trying to
Like you just
understand
when
more.
you're talking about the
Don't jump
T's
off,
and the
don't
L's and the G's and the B's.
But what did I say about it?
No, it's not canonical.
Bluffist
But
donated
just because of what the Bible says doesn't mean of what people have the freedom to do.
This panel was so bad you should both be able to claim the time as a tax-deductible charity donation. You've both earned your
As long
break.
as I can get it on that.
Happy holiday season and see you on the return.
I can
only
typically
return.
only handle one person who drives me insane per show, but yeah.
Daniel Nosser.
If I don't really think he can even handle that. Oh my God, Kiko cooked him. Fucking that Kiko 2 point. I like her. I like her.
donated $30. Congrats on an end-of-year pod to top off a glorious year of belligerent lunacy and female retardation, fellas. We are all the more stupid listening to this utter BS. Merry Christmas, Brian and Andrew.
Merry Christmas, man.
Thank you, Daniel Nasir. I do appreciate it.
Alivera donated $29.99. W Bricks and W Whatever
Oh,
W
we did it. What the
Andrew
heck?
W Crucible W Rachel W Mods W Michael W Nemesis W
Why
Mystery
do they
W
like
Chat W Burrito
much
Boys.
stuff?
Like and subscribe. Best wishes to you all this Christmas and New Year.
You too, man.
WWW. J. Ekin donated $29.99. Wishing the Whatever and Crucible family a very Merry
It's gonna
Christmas and
take like a
Happy New
fucking
Year.
2 months off.
Godspeed and
Some fucking
safe travels.
socialist.
All right.
Otis Stritwood donated $30. C1 you talk too fast, your brain doesn't catch up. C2 you can't eat math. C4 you can't shame and at all earth fury much. C5 Riri. C6 you don't get drunk with champ or few beers don't cry when pressed crucible crew.
Chair 5.
Beaten Cheeks donated $30.
Yo, Cheeks,
You are
thank you,
born
man.
as a man
Thank you.
/ male or woman, an adult human female with fallopian tubes and ovaries, female. No matter what Ratatouille Kiko says, if a man sleeps with a trans W, you is a he. Biology wins.
Thank you,
I do
Cheeks.
kinda
Daniel
look like a
Nosseri
rat.
donated $30. You managed to successfully find 2 strumpets of equal ghetto and hood rat stupidity in Darkavia and Kiko. A true scissoring match made in heaven. Walking off into the sunset at rubbing each other.
Good lord.
Rat Music donated $30. Hashtag Dark Labia Matters equals the New York for 25. Can Sheena put the women in order from best to least she would want her son to date? Congrats crew and whatever for a big year.
Thank you.
Beaten Cheeks donated $30.
Thank you, bro.
As Andrew's life coach and mentor, I'm proud of you, my
She's such a pick-me, yet she hasn't been picked. Can somebody tell me what's up with that? How can you be such a pick-me but haven't been picked? Right? Oh, turns out parroting my own gains still doesn't prevent you from being annoying as fuck.
boy for holding it down the last year and a half with so many brain dead
Like it's
folk.
virtue
Ryan,
signaling
your
here.
patience is impeccable. Bravo, sir.
Thank you, though.
W Crucible W whatever.
Thank
Yo,
you.
thank you, Beaten.
Selling the
Cheeks.
dream.
All right.
There's still more coming through.
Milk.
Deal with it.
Ed Gilligins donated $29.99. Merry Christmas
Now that the whole feminist thing didn't suit her during like all those years.
to all. Christ is God.
Christ is God.
Here's to a wildly successful and happy 2025. Seriously, even for the incredibly nasty and truly awful Kiko woman who makes everyone's skin crawl.
Oh, I love her. Don't say that.
What the
I
fuck
love
do
her.
I do?
Oh my god. Hey Jade. She fucking exposed Brian. I
Danny Boy
love her.
donated $30. Kiko
Thank you,
definitely
Danny.
was hot and cold. Chair 2 took a brunt of the insults. Respect
Guys,
to
we
the
haven't
shaman, and
received a
I'm
single
rooting for
donation in
Darkavia to
December.
co-host 2025 and Esso to Porcino. Andrew is always great, as is Brian. Incel Christian's Virgin donated
And
$30.
clearly people
My
are
name is
making
John.
it rain.
I'm 45 years old, and I love being active, playing basketball, going
Ah, stop it.
on runs, surfing. As I get older, I'm experiencing more and more
Why are you not
pain
skipping?
in my feet, and it's keeping me from doing the things that I love.
Not to reveal my body count,
I
right?
feel like
Precisely.
I feel like you
Okay.
shouldn't be asking the question that you're not
Why?
willing to answer.
Why not?
Exactly.
But it's his preference
No,
that
you
he asked
can't.
that question.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
Okay.
I love that.
I just think it's weird. That's
Why-
it.
Stupid as
why,
hell.
why would that be weird?
I
not.
just think it's weird.
You shouldn't.
Alright.
You shouldn't
You haven't watched a single episode? You dummy?
ask
Because
questions
why
that you're
do
not
you want
comfortable
somebody else
answering.
to?
Why not?
Why?
Are
What's,
you really
what's wrong
think
with
you're
that?
gonna come
That's
up with
weird.
some kind of hot take all of a sudden after like 200 and something episode? Like, give me a fucking break.
But
It's
yeah,
annoying.
besides just saying it's weird, what's actually the issue with it?
Why are you asking people
Can you
questions that you're?
scoot your mic to the edge of the table?
Why are you asking people questions that you're uncomfortable answering yourself?
I don't understand what's wrong with that.
That's fucking weird.
So am I a hypocrite? Like, what's the actual like?
I don't think
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's not hypocrisy, but
Oh, it's just weird.
So what?
it's
Oh.
weird
I
is
think
a
it's
word in our
super-
dictionary that I could use, and it's fucking weird.
I think it's super weird if you say body count doesn't matter to not reveal yours, whereas Brian says body count does matter
How about
and then
that?
doesn't reveal his.
I-
That's the opposite of weird. That's consistent.
Talk to them
Daddy
because I
and
agree.
rescuing
So you're
Brian.
preaching
Well,
to
then
the
what
wrong
are you
choir.
bitching about?
Because if that's not the question.
Yeah.
If he were, I also agree that that is to be an issue, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if
I wouldn't complain Andrew rescuing me sometime. I don't know. I don't blame him.
he wants to ask the question,
Yeah.
then he should be able to answer the
Yeah, but
question.
he asked the question based
to all of
Stop
us, no
like-
matter what we
But
believe,
But
if body
he
count matters or
asked-
not.
But he asked the question based on the fact that women think it either does matter or doesn't matter.
That's not how he prefaces
Let's
it.
bring that up
He
a
just,
little
he
bit.
just
How
straight
is
up
that?
asks us,
That
what's our
better?
body count?
Sure.
He doesn't
And
ask
could any of
opinions.
you at any time have said,
I can get
well,
closer
I'm,
to the
I'm
mic,
not
I'm
going to
sorry.
reveal that because I think it matters?
Well, some of us did, and he
That's as
says that
close as
that's
it's
not
gonna
right,
get.
and he usually hard presses us to answer.
No.
What's the hard press?
The $2 bill.
What? She didn't answer,
And he didn't hard press her at all?
I've been on this podcast
see,
so
she's
many times, and he literally, when I don't usually, today he was not that bad about it, but usually when I don't want to answer, he sticks on it for about 30 minutes.
Because you said it didn't matter.
No,
Literally
I didn't.
not true.
Yes,
That's not what I
originally
said.
when you answered this question,
Wait, hold on.
you said it shouldn't matter.
Andrew, you've been on the show like what 70 times or something like that.
Every week.
Something.
If you've heard the body count question every single time you're on the show, I might be like offer like 5 seconds of pushback if a girl refuses to answer, but I usually I move it on immediately.
And usually it's based around. It's
I'm not a
usually
liar.
based around.
You're a liar.
It's usually based around the fact
You're a liar.
of looking at if it's not a big deal. The whole point of the question is to say if it's not a big deal, then why not reveal it? And if you don't want to reveal it, then obviously you think it's a big deal. That's the whole point of the question, right? It's just a basic logical
Sure, but
question.
But she didn't know. But she said she wasn't answering the question because she had a boyfriend that was between him and her.
But he usually just asks the question. He doesn't preface.
Yeah, but think about
if
that.
you don't want, if
That-
you don't agree
that's a
with
good
these
point,
things, you don't
right?
have to answer. He would just ask us all, and when girls would refuse to answer, he would usually hard press on them.
And
for
what
about
was
10.
the hard press?
Shout out to Kiko. Shout out to fucking Kiko. She fucking exposed. She did him so fucking dirty. Oh my god, I love her.
15 minutes. Why can't you tell us your body count? What's wrong? Why can't you tell us? Why can't you tell
exactly.
us? They would just say, I don't want to. He didn't ask these questions. He had
but
no
why?
idea what they
Yeah,
believed or
But
not.
he's asking them why. Why don't you
The
want to?
fucking
Because they would say it's something I don't want to share.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's something I don't want to
Yeah,
I
share.
didn't
but
mean
why?
to start a whole ass
They
debate.
don't
Oh,
need to
please,
answer
I'll
that. If
be
I don't want
sorry.
to answer a question, I don't have to answer the question. Just because he doesn't want to answer it, then like, if you want to ask
Yeah,
me a
but-
question that you can't answer yourself,
Sweet Josie's not
Okay.
doing
it's not that
good.
serious.
You ever dealt with a kid?
Look at the dono bars. That is
have
self-explanatory.
you ever told them something and they're like, why? And you have to explain
I'm
it?
not a child.
Yeah, that's not what I didn't say you were a child.
But like, I'm not a child.
What
That's
does
a
it have to
terrible.
do with anything?
It's a terrible analogy because it has nothing to do with
Are there more rows?
talking to.
Yes,
yeah, right. Let's get
there
it,
are.
please.
Well,
Thank you
yeah.
for getting back to the
Yep,
topic. Thank
you're
you
welcome.
for reminding me what was actually important here, which is
You're-
getting the
yeah.
fuck out. Thank you.
Swiss Cheese David donated $30. I don't know how you guys do it. Do you freeze your heads before every show?
Yes.
My ears would be bleeding. Merry Christmas,
What does that have to
everybody.
do with
Merry
X?
Christmas, bro.
Thank you, man.
Karkiset donated $30. First time Dono, long time watcher, big fan Andrew.
I'm almost tempted to send a TTS, but the donos have been terrible.
Lexi, what color crystal you want?
Lexi, what color crystal, Lexi?
Ooh,
Purple.
I'm feeling blue.
Blue. You going blue crystal?
There it is. There it is.
Wrongful Rage donated $29.
Come on, guys.
Just to keep Kiko a minute longer. Cry more. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Chor XD donated $30.
Speaking of,
W. Brian, W. Andrew. On a serious note, thank you so much, Andrew, for helping me to grow as a debater amongst my peers and family, and bringing closer to faith again. For the ladies, crystals all around.
Yeah, it is.
discounted.
Yep, until Christmas.
Speaking of which, guys, you can get Debate University.
Because that's how people suck at
Andrew's
debating.
course
I'll never
on
understand that.
debating. It's called Verbal
Influence.
Combat.
I guess that's just me. Like, I would always argue with the teachers at school. I don't know why. Well, I've done speech and debate and mock tournaments and stuff, but I don't know.
I want to pull it up. Verbal combat, guys. It's what.
Don't do
Why
that.
didn't, hang on, I
Kids,
didn't catch
don't
that.
do
What did you say?
Don't argue
I
with
said
the teachers, it's
influence
bad.
because y'all were saying how you don't really have influence, and then that would be
We're
influence.
bland.
Oh no,
Influence.
for sure we're influencers.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have influence above
Chicago.
what we were comparing, which was
No, I know.
colleges.
It was a
Bring my friend back.
Oh, and it was a
Pearl
bad
is
one.
stealing my
But anyway,
friend.
So over to this to
She's
verbal
always
combat.
messing everything
you can
up.
pick it up. It's still on sale. We extended it through Christmas.
Dude,
It
that'd be
is,
so
I
good.
believe, $199.
Speak also, I do want
Reduced
to say,
from 500, Kiko.
From down
How's
from
that make
which
you
is
feel?
a sales
guys are
tactic,
fucking
but
idiots.
pop off.
Why would that?
Why
Not
would
you guys. Not you guys.
Why would they be stupid, Kiko? You haven't
Wait, how
beat me
much-
in a debate, so.
If you want to learn how to insult your way
and
to the top of a
guarantee you,
debate,
no one who
I'm
bought
sure it'll
that
be
is
great.
going and debating. They're sitting in their rooms watching this.
Tons of them are debating right now.
They're debating by paying $30 to speak.
Hey, no. They go on shows on YouTube and fucking debate.
Oh.
Would you like me to give you the channel names?
Yeah,
Here,
do
let me
it,
give them to
Andrew.
you. No.
I'm not gonna
Wait,
watch
that's
it.
really weird
there
though. I
more
thought that they
roasts?
didn't exist.
Next
Come on.
roast.
It just,
Wait, like,
I'm
it's
saying
actually-
I'm not
Kiko.
profiting
Now
off
they
of it, is what I
exist.
should
Wait,
have
are they
said.
like live?
I can just hit her up, actually.
We're waiting for the
Okay,
next
that's cool.
roast, actually.
Oh, yeah. Talk to her.
I'm saying it's gonna take them 3 years to
So,
make their
guys,
money
it's hold on.
Yeah,
Guys,
I mean, how many years do you think it takes your employer to make his money back on you on a
Red.
slow night?
I got an idea.
2 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
bartender.
Yeah, sure. Okay, but for you, somehow for your employer, you think that baked into that is that he can make his money back on a slow night, but you don't think for some reason that if somebody goes and they buy a debate course like this, they can't make their money back?
I'm not saying they can't, but I'm saying the average won't.
Yeah, the average bartender sucks. What's your point?
Nope, the average bartender is probably making a decent amount.
That doesn't mean
Yeah,
they don't
because they got
suck.
their tatas out.
I didn't say anything about sucking. I don't think I ever used
That's
that word
literally
once.
what your word was.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying they're not making their money back.
University, like you're enrolled in online
Sorry, wrong
university.
word choice.
Like, do you have college debt? Like, have you spent tens of thousands of dollars on?
I have no debt.
Yeah.
So many people want, like, they ask Andrew, like, could you coach me? So he came up with something. That's all.
Well, how much did you spend on university?
Me?
He said there was a profit to be made there, so he made a course, so he didn't have to do, like, people one-on-one, because it would be a little redundant, because the patterns in debating is actually, when you explain it to somebody, it just becomes actually very repetitive. There's no, like, one-on-one, because people are going to tend to make the same mistakes over and over again. It doesn't vary much from one individual to another. He saw that there was a profit to be made, so he did that. Which, if you have anything against capitalism, that makes you a communist. So get out of here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
How much did your
Listen,
parents spend?
capitalism.
I don't know.
In any case, I actually tend to agree
I
with
have a
you in
father
this.
who loves me very much.
You
so I
should.
didn't
You
spend a
probably
dime.
shouldn't get the course if you don't want it. There's no strong arming here. Either get it because you want it, or
Yeah.
don't.
I was not insulting you guys at all.
Really?
She's
Because you
just
just
a
said it was a
little
total
tipsy.
waste of money. Have
No,
you ever
I
seen
said
it?
they were dumbasses. That's what I said.
Because
I mean,
that you. Okay.
what?
to be fair, she did get roasted all night.
What? Huh? They're dumbasses. Why?
I know you guys.
Why?
I mean, some of them are, not gonna lie.
Wait, why, Kiko? Are they dumbasses? Huh?
Because they're spending $500 to learn how to debate for
It's
what?
the-
Yeah,
Some people got FU money like that.
you should.
They're
You should go.
discounted.
You should. If you
Again, a sales
if you
tactic.
got the course,
$199.
maybe you wouldn't make such a fucking fool out of yourself on the
I bet
show.
it's actually
I get
not
paid
worth
regardless. I don't care what
$500.
Maybe.
Here,
But
we got another comment from this woman.
What? Oh,
She said it's a sales tactic.
it is a sales tactic.
To offer discounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
what a
do-
lot of online courses
That's
do.
true.
But you do realize.
Yeah, it's true.
You do realize that it was actually fully priced at $500 for months, and it's not like some.
What was
peop-
your way to promote that?
we
Are you
just
trying to
promoted
like
it in our
get a
channels.
gotcha? Like there's something
No.
untoward
I'm curious.
happening with the sales.
You've got short, colored hair. Shut up.
Promoted it on our channels.
Yeah.
The truth is, I didn't even want to lower it
Like,
at all.
you're on
The
this
only reason that I
podcast. What are you
did is because we were going into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and a ton of people contacted me and said, I literally can't afford it. So I was like,
that was
okay,
nice.
well, I'll
Nice
give you
of
this
you.
fucking 30-day
But
window.
when you were advertising,
Yeah, that was very kind of me to do for my product, Kiko.
Is it like how long is
no,
it?
I agree.
Very kind of me.
No,
I kind of like Kiko today, though.
Discounts.
welcome.
She should be spending money on their
She
family instead
fucking
of scrapping
right on
together
their
$200
disagrees.
to buy a debate.
So hard.
disagrees?
that is up to them. Personally.
How long is the course?
But just out of
You
curiosity,
should be spending money on your family instead of buying Christmas presents. But anyway, go
That is
ahead.
spending money on my
just
family.
out of curiosity, how were you advertising the $500 before that?
Just here's the debate course and here's the price.
That's it.
That's it.
So you weren't like, oh, this is discounted from a higher price.
Oh no.
Oh,
Look at her hair.
Okay.
Obviously, she's got an
It was
issue with
Always
capitalism.
at
Duh.
500.
Always.
Now it's been discounted.
I'm sorry. You know what? Let me correct.
Obviously. She's a look at it. She screams, I'm a commie. Come on.
$499
No, okay.
Thank
there's
you
the
so
sales
much.
tag. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you so much for that clarification.
In any case, guys, it's debateuniversity.com. Christmas is just around the corner, so if you want to dominate your liberal
Kiko's
family
just
members at the dinner
tired
table,
and
you can go to debateuniversity.com. And if you want to learn how to become a master debater like Andrew, you can get the course
Master
Verbal Combat. 6 hours,
debater, pause.
80 plus different educational videos, debateuniversity.com. There's a few more chats coming in, but fuck it, why don't we do a couple.
Kiko, why did you waste your money on pizza tonight when you could have been spending it on your family?
Because I needed to eat.
No.
Also, guys,
And I'm not going to feed
those of
myself
you-
without feeding
okay,
everyone who's around me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So pizza, that's awesome. Guys, if you're playing World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary Realms, my character is named Brixen on Horde
Nobody cares.
Nightslayer. Mail me if you want to mail me like hook it up with some potions and some potions and gold. Okay.
I don't know how he's monetizing that thing, but I would have to find out. I get to pay 500 and be retarded a master class in Down syndrome. You tell me.
And then we do need to shout the Twitch, Discord. We'll let the rest of the chats come in.
The
And then-
Discord with the fake subscribers. Yeah, 10,000 people in there. There was 3,000, which I'm not even sure those people were real. Before there was a paywall. Now all of a sudden, poof, 10,000 people bought it.
And we are good. Guys, before we wrap the show here, guys, in just a moment, drop us a follow and a Prime sub. Find the
Botting
Prime
is
sub over there on
lame.
Twitch.
98,000, Brian. 98,000.
So close to 10K, but you know, we'll get it next year.
100K.
Or yeah, my bad, 100K. Guys, check if you have a
Playing
Prime sub
dirty.
available. Drop us a Prime sub if you have one. Drop us a follow too. Would really appreciate it, guys. And then also check out our Discord, discord.gg/whatever. That is available. We'll be out here in just a sec. Guys, that is available. Discord.gg/whatever. Be sure to join. We're going to post all the BTS. Yo, guys, last show we had this like 4'10" Krav Maga baddie. She tried to rear naked choke Eric, who's like 6'5". Like,
Did not work out well for her.
did not work out. So we got the security camera angle, which shows like kind of a better angle than what was shown on the show. If you want to check that out, and then yeah, okay, we're.
I mean, who would have thought that doing dirty stuff in somebody else's studio, on somebody else's show, where they have full control of the situation, would not go wrong? Who would have thought? Like, hello? Are you guys are like, oh, these chicks are so dumb. Listen. Like, they actually try. Like, they do that, like, they have, like, malicious intent. You know? Doing it by accident, like, that's another thing. No pun intended. But, I mean, you don't need to try to piss off Brian. You could totally accidentally do it. That's very achievable. But they have like malicious intent and they really think that's gonna go over well? My dear, that is not how you do it.
All caught up there, guys. Like the video. Final call on the TTSs coming through if you want.
Don't think that you're gonna achieve that like in a situation where the other person is in full control. Josie, when are you going back on whatever? Oh, that is a question where only God has the answer to, my dear.
We're gonna let the rest come through. Ooh, I might have missed.
You're funny.
shit.
You're
Okay.
funny.
Bluff donated $30.
That's actually a good one. I'm not going to time you out this time.
Kiko, body count is just a number? Really? And AIDS is just some letters. Jail is just a place. Normally I'd say you're a complete
Is it Darkavia? Darkavia is gorgeous, bro. What the fuck? Is that her? The one in the middle?
Clearly see some pieces are missing. Andrew Needs Whiskey donated $30. Dark Clayview is the mini version of Kiko before she found a man to put her in her place. He's worked progress on that women.
I wish a man would try.
That's always been the same.
Random Bear donated $30. How
She's
come
beautiful.
no one asks me who I want in my forest? But thanks to these digens, guess I won't starve. Merry Christmas to all. Thanks for an entertaining year. W.
you.
Brian
Thank you.
W. Andrew.
Entertaining year? That's like the same show, rinse, repeat.
Jay donated $30. Merry Christmas all the way from the official Christmas capital of the world, Finland. I know you all secretly hate each other, but can we still get a group hug at the end of the final show?
No.
I don't hate anybody.
Goat Brixton donated $29.99. Kiko says there is no one over God for her, but she's a bisexual, pro-trans, sex-positive, feminist. The joke's right
That is so
Yeah, pretty
Jesus loved
anti-Catholic.
everyone, but okay.
Daniel Nosseri donated $30.
God is king. Thank you.
I love this woke concept of weird.
Christ.
Weird in the same way that Tim Waltz
You can't even
condemns
spell weird.
J.D. Vance, all the while putting tampon machines in all Minnesota male bathrooms
Bro,
for men
they
to
ain't
stuff
that
up their
smart.
butts.
What do
You
you
could have
mean?
spent that $30 on
He spelled
grammar.
weird correctly. You were wrong.
No, he didn't.
Kiko, you
I
are
before
more
E except
than the guy
after.
with the white
And not
Peter.
for weird. It's an
Your
exception in the
virtue,
English
try
language.
to make
It's W-E-I?
sure.
Don't convince
It's
anyone.
weird?
You are toxic.
Really?
I promise.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Are you
Dennis
are you
Nedley
sure?
donated $30.
Are you positive?
Holy shit.
How-
Listen, apparently that now the conservative ones pay $300 to go. So if you request to be on, it's going to, or if you want to advertise, it's going to cost you $300. And some girls are paid $300 to be there. So the ones on the left are subsidizing for the ones on the right. Hell to the fucking no.
How come it sounded
It's
like
true.
weird?
Chair 2 got off
didn't
aisle
hear
and
how he
you
said it?
laughed.
No,
Someone
I'm not
called
doing a
John
cameo on
Hammond.
Little Cow.
I'm giving a bottle of vodka up to warn you.
I am staying as far away as possible as I stay far away from gluten.
All.
Make it Tito's, please.
Wrongful Rage donated
I don't want that crowd in my chat.
$29.
That's weird,
Kiko
Kiko.
mad. Female bartenders are notoriously 304s with shady morals. I speak from experience to Kiko.
I know.
I would do it if I go like anonymously. Send me a TTS worth the shot. I don't know. Somebody sends a 25. I'll do it anonymously. I'll like cosplay and everything.
Bartenders that are whores.
Oh,
but
why
I've
Wen
never
said no,
slept
we're
with
not
the
doing
patron.
That's weird.
Why Wen said we're not doing that? Sorry.
Man donated $30. Brixon, cheer up, buddy. It's almost over. You definitely deserve the vacation. Andrew, I wish more people listened to your ideas. God bless you, brother. All
got less
these
patience
women
than me
are
today.
completely insufferable.
All of them are not.
Thor
Some of them
donated
are.
$30.
Most of them.
Do you
Almost
know why Asian kids don't believe in Santa Claus? Cause they're the ones that makes the toys.
Oh no.
They're more self-aware than these women. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, whatever crew.
That's weird with an eye before
What
the E.
donated $30.
It was wrong.
Am I wrong? Andrew, but you guys only created Debate University because we asked you to.
Yeah, that's true.
It was no shit on Andrew.
Wait.
I'm just saying you're.
What do you guys think about this? So those were some roasts. We were gonna try to do this segment where we review the hate mail I've received. So this is like the reverse of the roast. You guys get to see all the nasty messages we get for
They're
the year.
not even about you.
I know.
They're definitely about me.
fucking love her for that.
Trust me on
Alu.
that.
I want to see.
I'm gonna message
How about
her
this?
and tell her.
I don't know if we have
that
time
that
to
was
show all
awesome.
of them because
was
there's
literally
a
awesome.
fuck ton.
It's like 2 a.m.
There's a fuck ton, but
Some
being
of us
weird,
have a long
Kiko, you're being
drive,
weird.
and
I have to drive almost 2 hours.
yeah.
Who cares?
Otherwise,
paid,
I'd be
shut up.
super down. And
you know what? Maybe we just do like 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought you said 5 hate mails. 5 minutes I can do.
Yeah, five. All right, we'll wrap the show with
5
some hate
minutes,
mail.
make it 15
5
And
minutes.
you guys can enjoy. Kiko, you get to read them. All right, pull it up, Damien.
Don't be weird, Kiko.
All right.
Conservative trash. Stop targeting women and minorities. No girl ever wanted you. It shows. Clown emoji. You are a vile, essist pig. I did it on purpose. You're such a ussy.
She's not wrong.
Why does Andrew look like he has been hit in the forehead with an axe? Has he annoyed someone this much? His annoyance is so distracting from his message.
You're gonna have to pick these.
Your video of the debate, I could have read it. Your video of the debate regarding older men debating younger women was disgusting. You also always argue with the most left-wing people. I'm a Republican, and I can say that it is weird. That's how you spell it.
No, it's with an I before the E.
When older people date someone who is nowhere near their maturity level. Want to come on the show and debate it?
Next.
Fuck you guys. You are all assholes, and I hope you all die in hell. You ducking, laughing at people for fucking what you are, all ducks and stupid ass pick-me sons of bitches.
Yeah, right?
Especially that white girl with the with the fake ass smile. That bitch is the pick-meest of all of you fucking dicks.
Who is she? Who are they
Next.
talking about?
Not
Who is
you.
that?
Not this.
Your podcast is disgusting. You mask your alt-right podcast as a college student podcast, having clearly stupid college students debate Ivy League educated people on political issues.
What?
Why don't you have a real debate that's even on both sides? You're giving conservatives like myself a bad look. Disgusting. That's been used a lot.
Wow.
As a traditional Republican, I cannot support I don't support pigs like Charlie Kirk or Andrew Tate. You're part of the reason our party has a bad look. You guys are the worst podcast I've ever fucking watched. Laughing. Starting shit and attacking women for no good reason. Good job. You degenerate, misogynistic pigs.
Attacking what, Kiko?
What?
Woman.
Attacking woman?
Woman.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad.
My point proven. As I say it the exact same fucking way.
Supposedly he runs ads in the area for $300 per girl. Pathetic. L burrito boy. L dumpy. Bet it's Kiko. Yeah, she's not white. 1 in 9 people have the herpes. That means one at that table is infected. Who do you think that is? Bitches, Brian.
You just proved my point. So I just saw a clip of your podcast.
It's gotta be Brian.
Where a man on it is telling OnlyFans women that if they
OnlyFans what?
Woman that if you put their brain inside of a man's body, that the man would be in poverty. You dumbass motherfucker. You are a fucking podcast. If the internet and misogynistic men don't exist to listen to your podcast, you would also be in poverty.
Next.
Oh my god.
This is the worst podcast I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, like Cluster B.
Completely misogynistic and disrespectful towards women. This is why is 34-year-old.
But yeah, Alu, like I said, the ones on the left now, apparently, they are paying $300 to be there. Versus he is paying those degenerates $300 to be there. So the ones on the left, the ones that have like good behavior, the ones that shouldn't have to pay, the ones that you would want to have them on, right? The good behavior gets punished while the bad ones get rewarded for his own personal benefit. That crosses the line, like that just crosses my line of like, no. And I was like, why you gotta like say it? Have them sign an NDA then.
Old disgusting man asking 19-year-old girls about duck size, their body weight, and their body count.
Yes,
you talk nothing about relationships and dating. You are disgusting.
She's been working out and stuff. Like if you've been like working out, not drinking, like the times that you drink afterwards, like it hits you like a mother trucker.
This 34-year-old man should be talking to people his own age about these things, not fresh college girls. He's also the most immature man I've ever seen, yelling and cussing out a young girl as she walks about the door, as all while filing.
She's are you okay, Kiko? I
can't decide for that.
Again, this
I still love her.
We changed it if you want.
She's awesome.
I should like check these usernames. I might know these people. I'm like so focused on reading. I'm like, let me see. No, it's different.
No, I don't see.
Next.
Oh yeah.
All right, next. Whatever. Next. Wait, did we skip one? Or?
Nope.
I feel like it's been 5
That's the same one we just read. Sorry. Why are all their names Janelle? You're a pathetic virgin. You shame women because
Janelle's
no
mad.
one wants to date you, and you take it out on the entire female race.
Next.
Okay, but there's so much wrong with what was just
You're a
said there.
fucking idiot.
Next.
Shout out Sophia, sorry. Good job for feeding into incel ideology. Clock that T. And creating a safe space for people to ridicule and hate women.
Women.
Continue spreading the hate and misinformation, bestie.
Wow.
Hey Brian,
Nice.
I'm not famous, but I have 7K followers on TikTok and would love to be on your podcast. I think you
7K
are
followers on
disgusting
TikTok,
and
that's
would
like
love to join the
nothing.
discourse. Let me know what date
Maddie quit. I wonder
and
why.
I'll be there with all my college educated besties. Could maybe shine a light on your audience.
Yes, win.
Well, and we'll let you read the rest. Every single one, X out of this. Every
live.
single girl who's like who does like a little snarky comment and is like, "Oh, I want to come and debate you." Even if they say the most vile shit, I won't even sling any vile shit back. I'll just extend to them a polite invitation. They're all intellectual cowards. None of them it's all bark, no bite. I invite all of them. None of them agree to come do a debate. Pull it back up. This
Did
one
you offer to
especially.
pay them?
Chloe Roper.
They might
Hey,
change their
watch
mind.
multiple videos and wondering if you only have idiots and sex workers on.
You pay the
That offends
sex
me, Chloe.
workers.
Your bullshit would
You're
be
as
so
bad as the people who pay for their OF. Period.
easy to debunk if you actually
You are paying OnlyFans girls? You're paying OnlyFans girls, period.
spoke to normal working women, but
I don't care whether you sub to the OF or you pay them to come on your show. You're paying them.
I'm sure you're too pussy for that convo. Please, I'd
You're
love to have
paying them for what they do. If you're paying them for what they do, you're paying them for what they do.
intelligent conversation
You're
for once.
officially
We'd
contributing
happily
to it.
have you on to have this
ahead.
convo. Though most people who say stuff like this don't have the courage to actually follow through.
Trust me. Thank you, you said. Trust me, I would destroy Brian Andrew, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and will not spend my own funds to fly out to California to completely own them.
And I offer to pay the costs. Next.
No.
Oh, we've skipped.
No, this is
Not related.
Oh, you want me to start there?
Yeah, you can read this. This is
What are you expected to learn from
No, she's black.
conversations with sex workers and 18 to 22-year-old girls?
Are you fucking... Why? Time him out.
How is this not perpetuating hating women? How/why hating women helping and publicizing it to society? How do you think belittling women helps younger men? Also, realistically, both husband and wives have to work in this economy.
He's not belittling them. That's the problem.
So why is it the woman's responsibility to come home from a 9 to 5 and have to do all the housework?
Based.
Brian has been rejected by women and has chose a path to belittle and downgrade them as a career, aka a beta at best. Will not be traveling to California for this, but a good list of topics to start with.
after calling me and Andrew pussies. Yeah, next.
Then won't show up.
Based.
Yeah. So, anyways, what? Next.
Oh my
I
God.
would take a free trip to
I won't be able
California.
to drive. I'm so tired.
Grace Bruton, you are disgraceful, haha. I have the best father in the world. He's a CEO, and he still has enough empathy to support my mom. Oh, she's British.
Yeah,
And my family, whether it be an occasional household chore, and it hasn't been so black and white for my family. Your whole channel is complete brain rot, and you're everything that is wrong with society. Moreover, you're a sorry loser and weak and act like a little bitch. Have fun knowing you're a little bitch. She said beta. Sorry.
Beta.
Same thing.
X. She said beta X.
Go
Wait.
ahead, read
Kisses.
it. Go ahead, read it.
This is honestly.
That's a low blow,
Oh,
though.
wait. You're so ugly.
Next.
Seriously, I want to share something. Fake book had to protect your punk ass from my opinions about how fucking useless you truly are. I'm a male, and well, I'm saying you really need. What you really need is a good
Come on, Kiko. Get it together.
Twack. British as well.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
You're all over. Dumbass American. These are all British or British. Tell me why we're women not
is why
allowed
you
in wars.
don't drink on a
Because we all
podcast.
know
Hold
you
on,
don't.
hide that,
I'm gonna
hide
come
that,
to this
hide it,
podcast
hide
and
it, hide
watch
it.
show.
All right. That was for Discord only. It was hate mail. It was hate mail we received.
My best friend is Jewish. I would
maybe
never
we'll do
read that.
next.
It's been 5 minutes.
Hold on, we're gonna do three more. We'll do
it wasn't
three
to
more.
you. It was just
Three more.
anti-Semitic
Three more,
in general.
It was not solipsism. Okay.
Sorry, you didn't put that in the.
It's not you.
Making fun of women or making them feel uncomfortable doesn't make you smart. You're only craving views, and you're a bad influence for the next generation. I agree. You're part of the reason why we're requesting. I hate it. Plus, your ridiculous heart want to be on the show.
Yep. All right. One more.
This is the last one?
One more after this one.
Okay. The more I research your podcast, the more I realize you want women unprepared so you can bombard them. Why else would you invite a stranger to speak without having an initial interview process first? Your channel actually seems pretty dangerous for women, and it seems most of you have a pretty strong disdain for women. Any thoughts on that?
And then this one.
Vampire Lord Sydney Watson said, Jesus fuck. Please put some dissent, some decent, smart women on the podcast.
No,
I implore whoever does this casting for the show. Want to be on the show, smiley face? Only if the assumption here is that I'm not a dumbass.
X out that. Let me just see what I wrote there. Oh,
See, because I've been talking shit real bad, and you still won't have me.
Yeah, so I mean, she's basically talked like massive shit on multiple times on Twitter and whatnot.
But Sydney Watson is the biggest
Like, he only invites people he knows he can roast the crap out of.
fucking debate coward on planet Earth. She literally, regardless of the circumstances,
He knows I would annihilate the shit out of him.
you could stack the entire deck in her favor. Give her the moderator she wants, give her the topic that she wants, and she still won't do it. She just likes to do the DM criticize thing.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
Daddy
Watson
Andrew's
for
there.
you.
Yeah, and like we invited her to come on the show to debate it, and then just refuses to.
And it's funny too, though. I want to say to you women sending these messages, do what you got to do, but in half of them you did speak down to the women who were on here, but I guarantee you guys all are sitting at home thinking you would do so much better on here if you were here, but I guarantee once you were on here, it would not go the way you imagined.
Oh, yeah.
So you can speak
So do
a big game
I
from home.
guarantee it too.
You can speak a big game from home and easily say, oh, I would do so much better than her if I had that platform. But I guarantee if you were on here, you'd probably look the exact same.
I can second this.
So, because
I didn't think I was gonna lose my cool.
people all the time think it's so fucking easy. Like they're gonna just walk up on here and say all the right things. It's so different once you're actually here.
It's a
I
fair.
mean, I think-
Yeah, I mean, it is a fair point, Kiko. Certainly, I think people when they're sitting in the comfort of their own house, in their computer,
And they're
in
pausing and thinking about what they want to say.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but then like when you're in the moment, there's like people trying to get a word in. There's the bright lights. There's the cameras. There's
Heightened emotions.
10,000 people
You're
watching.
not put on the being up until 2 a.m.
It's real easy to say what you would have said when you're sitting on your
I
couch
agree.
at home.
But in any case, to all the haters,
when you have the
that's like
chat.
only a fraction of all the hate messages we
like a
received.
tiny
Very-
fraction.
Oh, that thing
You should
goes,
read mine.
That thing goes on and on and on.
Read
so,
mine.
A lot more
if you want
entertaining
to,
than that.
I'm gonna probably that was made private, but I'm gonna re-release it. So
They say slurs to me, I
that'll
never
be
even heard
available
of.
discord.gg/whatever. Be sure to
Discord's
sign up,
trash,
guys.
man. Used to be
Let's see. We do there's no other chats that came
banned
through.
me
Give me
off
one
of
sec, guys. I'm
Discord.
gonna get this wrapped up here.
I did 3 alt accounts, and he banned the 3 of them.
All right. Thank you guys for all the support. Wow. Okay.
Maybe it was the
2024,
mods.
quite the year. Guys, like the video, please. Drop a like on the video.
Because Nemesis is being... Or
All
somebody
right.
is
Let's
being...
get this.
I
No
don't know.
OnlyFans girls on the panel, right?
That wouldn't be my
Nobody
goal.
does OnlyFans? Well, that's okay. Cool.
It's rare.
All right.
Yeah, that's a change.
GG. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Ooh. You guys want to remove your makeup?
No.
Not with those old ass
too late.
gingival
I
wives
missed
that have been
it.
there for
I
about
missed
4
it, yeah.
fucking years.
I missed it. We didn't do the makeup
Actually, can I
segment.
do
We
it?
have
So I don't
been
have to
there
take
for
it
a
off
while.
my
Nah, it's okay. So, anyways, we want to leave you with the makeup on. Just don't want to.
I do want to say one thing, which is Merry Christmas to the Crucible crew and to the Whatever podcast. Thanks for the great year. Been a ton of great shows. And
Yeah, it's gotta be a mod.
Looking forward to 2025.
Yes. Yeah. So, guys, we are going
10,000 members, and you banned me 3 times? I think that's botted.
to be
You
taking.
wouldn't have time to look at everybody's sign up if you actually had that many people.
Break for a couple weeks. I don't have a return date yet. Minimum I'm taking off is 3 weeks. It could be, I could take anywhere from 3 weeks minimum up to 6 weeks. So we're going to see, aiming to get back at some point in January, mid to late January. But I do want to give a
big... You took off until like mid-February last year, I think.
Thanks to
early December.
Tonight. Thank you guys so much. You guys were dope. It was a long show. It was a good show. And it was also our final show. So you guys did get to be on the final show, which is always a good one. A lot of champagne pops, a lot of great pizza. I'll thank Kiko for the getting us food. That was very kind of you, Kiko. Thank you.
Feed my tribe always.
Very small piece of pizza.
I bought two boxes of pizza. What else do you want from me?
And
3 boxes.
Since it is the final show, I just need to do a couple thanks here that I normally don't do, just because it is the final show of the year. I want to give a big thanks to
me.
Yes, I'll thank the panel again because it was a long show. Thank you guys for being here for our final show of the year. Thank you again. I want to thank all the viewers. We could not do this show if it was not for you guys. So pretty much the biggest thanks I do have is to all of you who tune in, and then everybody who also is incredibly remarkably generous when it comes to your patronage. This podcast is fan funded. We most of the live streams get demonetized. Could not do it without your guys' patronage and support. It occurs to me that we're not going to be getting a Spotify deal anytime soon. We don't get sponsorships like podcasts like who have even like a fraction of the viewership that we have are getting like getting sponsorships that they can live on. We're not getting those. We talk about controversial topics, so I appreciate those of you who have been so supportive the past days, weeks, months, and years. Some of you have been here a long time. I recognize some of your names. In fact, I do want to shout out some of the top people here just really quick, just because you guys have been amazing this year. Give me one sec while I get that pulled up, guys. Just a moment. I do want to thank everybody that works for me. Desmond, you're here. Damien, you're here. Darkavia, she's kind of joining the team, maybe. She just started. So, but big thank you to Damien. You've been fantastic. Desmond, you're a legend. Really appreciate you guys. And also shout out to the people that shout out to Madison. Shout out to Nick. They're no longer with us, but Nick and Madison obviously were a part of the team this year. And also shout out to Austin. Thank you to Austin. I do want to give a big thanks to you guys. And let me see if let me just see if I can see the
my cousin, my dog.
Top people I can shout out super quick. We'll do for the year. I want to thank Grid One Motorsports. You are a legend. I want to thank Lol Paladins, Killa of Cereal, Just Gerald, Nickelodeon, Giovanni C, Lol Paladins again. He showed up twice for some reason. Lucas.
The only reason he's TTSing is because Andrew is on.
Ulysses the Pagan, Doc Vanavlis. I'm so glad I'm not dating Big Sass Energy, Bit Blaster.
We used to support you, no more.
LP Loose Pussy Energy, fuck it. Jeremy.
Loose Pussy Energy is supporting me now. So screw you.
Big Energy, GMD Jim, Modest Takama, Noah R, Living, Devon Jackson, Wrath PSA, Donald Trump's brown eye, okay? The Real Mr. Meatball, David Treasuriak, Graffito Tagged, Techno Trooper, The Bronaissance, Lulu, That Guy Slingshot, Touch My Blade, Walking Roscoe, Hulk Smashing the Haters, Beatin' Cheeks, Mike Davis, Truth Bomb, Old Man Marine, The Legendary Trash Panda, Ben George, Hillary Epstein, what the fuck? Robert Tanner, Libertariat, Rizzer Roast, Joe Murphy, Benja the Offender, Chris, Warlord 69, Uwu, Kill of Cereal again, Desert Joe, Wrongful Rage, Meet the Kaiser. Thank you guys so much. Curtis Leone, For the Patriarchy, Brandon Nix, Pico Steins. Thank you guys so much for your incredibly generous support in 2024. It's much appreciated. 2024 been very crazy year, very stressful year. So the break is much needed. 2024 in many ways was more chaotic and difficult than 2023. Threats of lawsuits, people trying to cancel Andrew, people trying to cancel me, fucking haters online, all this shit. way crazier.
Pause.
I thought 2023 was crazy. Trust me, 2024 was like
How is it crazy?
intense.
Here's to a
Intense.
2025.
Hopefully 2025 is a little more chill.
I am sorry. You don't get followed to
I'm
your
trying-
house
I
after a
want
show
to
like you're
thank
fine.
my moderators. Thank you guys who help, the volunteers who help run, Nemesis. I apologize. I'm super tired and still kind of drunk and trying to get people out of here. Nemesis, all the other moderators. I want to thank everybody who helps me with all the editing and all the clips.
Michael.
You guys know who you are. I want to thank Kathleen with the timestamps. What up? Final timestamps of the year. Thank you, Kathleen. I want to thank Lacey,
Oh, it's
little
Kathleen that does
Lacey.
the
Thank you so
timestamp, huh?
much, and everybody else
Okay.
who, if I'm forgetting you, I want to thank you guys for all the support this year. It's meant the world, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody important. I don't know who.
What's the black guy?
What?
The Wendy's guy.
Oh, Mike Davis.
Oh yeah, Mike
Sure.
Davis.
Shout out to Mike Davis.
Shout out to Mike Davis.
Shout out
sure,
to
yeah.
Mike Davis.
Yeah, shout out Mike Davis.
And
Mike Davis
I'm
will
pretty
support you no more.
sure.
He's
I feel
special
like
to
I'm
me.
forgetting somebody to thank.
Yeah, he
thank you, my
roasted
parents.
us so many
Appreciate it.
times.
Thank you to my parents. All right, love you guys. Okay, so GG
Shout out to his scale.
To the chat.
to the panel for the
the
final
chat.
show of the year. Last, huh? Oh, Anissa and Morgan. Oh, Blawfest. Thank you for the gifted 10 subs over there on Twitch. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Anissa and Morgan.
Gifting
And,
a sub when the
what is
fucking show is gonna be gone for a month. What a pathetic move.
Sorry, where did it go? Last call, hit the like button,
Oh,
please. Thank you for
viewers,
tuning in
that's not
tonight. You
good.
could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone again who super chats, donates, and supports the show. I'm not sure when we'll be live again. Probably mid to late
Never.
January. Any girls who want to be on the show, though, you can DM out whatever on Instagram. If you can make it to Santa Barbara 07s in the chat, we're going to do a quick Twitch raid, and then we'll get everybody out of here. Who do we raid? Let's see. I'm going to try to do this quick for you guys. We're going to do
I
Whoa
see your
Grandma.
inner woman is kicking in.
Sure.
Oh, she just ended her stream, right? My bad. Hold on one sec, guys. I have to do a Twitch raid because it's, Uno momento, por favor. Let's do... All right, we're going to raid Aladar then. Yeah, why not?
Aladar, we love you.
Or do we raid Joker D?
Joker D, we love you. Will that make it?
I'm going to raid Aladar. We're going to raid Aladar. He's playing World of Warcraft. Oh, no, fuck that. He's not playing World of Warcraft. Okay, then we're raiding Joker D then. Are you able to find that? All right. Okay. Guys, we're raiding Joker D.
Yeah, fucking loser. All right.
He's playing hardcore.
But maybe that's why he got banned then. Maybe
He's
he
playing
got banned because of
hardcore World of Warcraft
this shit. And I like
Classic.
the combination of it. Yeah.
He's
I don't know
a
if you would get
39
banned
warrior.
for that
All right.
MC thing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. Like, I think
All
guys
right.
are just
That's you
like,
die once and that's it. You restart.
If you die,
I'm not gonna do that.
it's over. You
You
have
don't
to.
respawn?
You can't
people for 100
respawn.
gold to
It's
get into
hardcore,
buff,
yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was mad over.
Well, that's a hardcore mode. Okay, so
I'm just saying words.
thank you guys for watching on Twitch. I'm sending the raid over now. All right, that's saying over now.
Oh, he got mass
also-
reported. Yeah, he probably just got mass reported as well. That's true. If enough people report,
Yo,
someone will
guys,
get banned.
I'm playing.
job,
I'm also
Andrew.
playing World of Warcraft. You can
Putting up with this.
mail gold to Brixen on Horde Night Slayer.
Whatever
Mail
with the
gold.
raid. Thank you. Welcome, guys.
You're welcome, Joker.
He lives in.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened. It looked like it was at
Where
least a
does
day
he
ago.
live?
He's got an accent.
Frostadamos,
Croatia? No, it's
man. Boy.
Malta. He's Maltese.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Maltese.
He's from Malta. He's from
cares?
Malta.
Funny that he was the one.
That's why, like, Greece.
It's
right?
near.
Hello,
It's near
everyone.
Greece.
Frosty.
Near Greece. All right, cool.
Bye.
Show you how to kill a level 6.
That's. I don't know what that is, but thank you, kid. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, like the video on the way out. 07. Is there anything else?
Nothing else?
I think we're all good. Okay, guys.
Oh.
07's in the chat.
Here we go.
We will see you next time. Have a great Christmas, great New Year. Good night, guys. 07's in the chat.
Good night.
Good.
There you go. Here, Jade, I'm gonna pin your message. Okay. Now let's get to serious stuff. You've been lost in the chat. Oh, she got banned. Mr. Hard Game, what's up? Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm permanently. Josie, you've been lost in the chat. Yeah, I got banned. Like, I'm permanently hidden from the whatever chat. I haven't been in there in a while. Because every time I tag the mods and I ask them, like, can you see my message? They're like, no. I'm being silenced. For somebody who complains about censorship. Yeah. I hope she doesn't. Yeah, he accused me of doxing him. Good to see you in here. Long time no see. Have a seat. We'll come in and we got snacks. Shit. You better get banned. Where is it? My bad.
That's not true.
Okay, so then let me finish without interrupting
You are
please,
operating
Natty.
from a position where you believe that's what my motivation is from the beginning.
Natty,
and it's
please
not.
let me finish without
Our
interrupting me.
bestie.
For God, can I do that?
Are you hearing what you're not
Just say
hearing
yes,
what I'm
and
saying?
then I'll start speaking about the points that you made.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard you, but you keep shouting
Okay.
over me, so I can't respond to
I'm
the
not
things that you're
shouting
saying.
over you. I'm
Okay,
saying that
so
you have
Natty, am I going to be able to
believing that I'm
respond to these
trying to
points here?
tyrannize over you.
Can
And
I
I'm
respond
not.
to this,
It's
please?
you
Can I
that
respond to
want to
this,
do that
please?
to
Can I respond to
me,
this,
and you
please?
keep
Can I
trying to
respond to
frame
this,
yourself
please?
as a victim
Can I
of
respond
my
to
Going
this,
for some
behavior.
please?
Andrew
Can I
hate,
respond
right?
to this,
Because why
please?
not?
We are
Can I
both
respond to
co-equal in
this,
this
please? Please
conversation.
let me respond.
All right, now I'm going to mute you for a second because for us to continue the conversation, yeah, okay, right? You have to agree that me and you are co-equal in this
You
conversation.
just muted me, so clearly
Yeah?
that's not the case. Can I
Yeah.
respond to what you
And
said,
I've
please?
given you the co-host. I've invited you to be
Please let me
co-host.
respond to what you're saying. You're just waffling, man.
Accept the co-host invite, and
I
then we
don't
can
want
continue.
that. You're going to mute
Thank you.
me anyway, like you
No,
just did. Please let me respond,
you
Natty. This is a waste
are
of
a
time.
co-host. I
You're
cannot
wasting
mute you
time.
if you are
You're
a co-host.
wasting time. Please let me respond.
Cool. I cannot mute you
Please
if you're
stop
a co-host.
rambling about meta. I don't want a conversation about meta, Natty. I want to talk to you about the points that you made.
Talking about meta.
Please
I said
stop.
to you,
Please stop.
digital.
Please stop, Natty.
If you want to,
If you want the
to stop
conversation, then you have to
having,
let me
you stop.
speak.
Right, if you want to have this conversation with me, you need to be a co-host.
Dude, you're not letting me speak. Just let me say my points and then you can respond to it.
You are a co-host. I can't
I
mute
don't care
you.
about that. It makes no difference. Just let me speak and then you can respond to
You
me.
do care about. You do care
I
about
don't.
that.
I just
because you
want to
keep
be able to
bringing
respond
that
to this stuff you said, which you're blocking me from responding to. So do you mind if I respond to these other points now and then we can move on whenever you're ready?
Go ahead.
Well, finally, thank you very much for that. Okay, so it's apparently the going narrative to remake man, and that's the best way to embrace God. I don't agree with that. Apparently, you don't agree with that either. You don't have to interrupt me again, Natty. It's fine, right? But I disagree with that as it's not the narrative that I've seen. Actually, in the 50s, in the 40s, in the 30s, etc., people had a much different view of society. And obviously that led up to, you know, we want to do great things such as go to the moon speech with JFK and the ideology that created that speech where JFK said,
What a yapper.
ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. They're the Christian values that our societies were forged on, not this idea that we need to remake man, but we need to do the best that we can to be the best that we can be. I completely disagree that this was the going narrative. The West is based on remaking man. Disagree with that. The West is based on the idea of searching for the truth, finding the truth, which is obviously, in the image of God. God is the truth. God has revealed the truth clearly. The ideology that we forwarded was this idea that we should be striving to be the most truthful that we can be, and that will make us benefit the most. We'll benefit the most from being truthful and honest with our understanding of reality. And that's what led to, obviously, our understanding of Christianity, and then led to the Industrial Revolution and getting away from, the Egyptians even, with Moses and stuff like that. Okay, so all the way through history, we've always been striving towards the truth. That's what led us to Christianity. That's what led us to the Industrial Revolution. That's what led us to this idea that you ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And they're the kind of values. You bear your cross, you carry it out into the world, you face, that's what a good man does. They face the suffering and the injustices that are put upon them by the society around them, and that they sacrifice themselves to their community out of love. That's how we built this great nation, and that's why our nation's being destroyed, because people don't have that ideology anymore. And I think that that was actually because of the Enlightenment period, and that led to women, getting the vote, and now we've got all these ideas about, people from other countries should come to our nation, and it's completely destroying us over here in the UK. I know you live in the UK as well, so I'm sure you understand that. I'm reacting to 2017 principles. I think that was just an attack. The things that I believe in are the truth. That I don't say anything that isn't, like, I don't go around spreading misinformation or just, reading out talking points from 2017. So I think that was sort of a straw man. What governs both sides is the desire to be transhumanist. I disagree with that. I don't think that that's what governs both sides. Conservatives believe in conservative values, and honestly, they're getting much more conservative now than they were before, i.e. closing the borders, and trying to have manufacturing brought to the UK, trying to... through almost shaming women on the Whatever podcast, shaming people that are prostituting themselves and stuff like that, trying to make women into model citizens again that are going to stick by their man instead of making no fault divorce claims and just trying to steal money off of their potential spouses, which happens a lot. There's a lot of women, they want to marry a man just because he's rich, and then they want to divorce him afterwards and steal his money. And that's obviously, it's rape by deception, technically, and it's also theft, so you should try to find somebody that you love and be with them. I push that narrative all the time, obviously, and there's a lot of people nowadays, and you see it on the Orange County Housewives and all of these people doing OF and stuff like that, where they hold up this ideology where money is the most important thing, and even if you betray the man that you spent your life with to get that money, then, women will laugh about it, and we see that every day. Individual versus collective, obviously, this goes against the community before the collective. You said earlier, you said community before the collective, which I think community is the collective, so maybe you meant to say the individual is before the collective. And I'd agree that a lot of people
I'm so sorry.
Push this idea that, their rights as an individual are more important than that of the people around the community as a whole. But it's actually, I think that the individual rights are important, but what the individual's ideology should be if they want to be part of the collective is that they care more about the children and the collective as a whole than they do about themselves. They're willing to bear the cross and sacrifice themselves for the people around them. This is what I think about these ideas that you expressed. And I think that, I'm still in line with Christianity on all of them. I don't necessarily think that you're out of line with that. And what is it? When I came in here, what I thought that we were going to be talking about is how gynocentric society is. I didn't think we were going to be talking about transhumanism and all of this other stuff, the collectivist idea. But the fact is that gynocentric, if I could just let me finish this final point, the gynocentrism stuff, if it's okay. Just this final point, and then you can go afterwards. Right, so with the gynocentrism stuff, right, I think that women do control in a lot of ways the workplace. They do control the narrative. They've been given a position where they have more rights than men in our society, and men try to accommodate that because they want women to feel like equal players in society. Now, maybe 20 years ago, women weren't as well represented in the workplace. But the fact is that now what I see most of the time is minority hires and women getting into positions of powers that honestly they're not deserving of. And it leads to, you know, inefficiency, to say the least.
All right, no worries. I was just trying to add on the end there and saying that I would like to talk about gynocentrism. It's just that when we first started the conversation, I wanted you to understand the journey of how I got to where I've got to, and that you need, you know, and also because you brought up the tweet about where I said the hashtag men make better women, and you were confused, it seems, thinking that I support that notion and I'm completely against it. That was me saying, here, look, is another example of a trend that I'm noticing, that I'm against. So that's why we started talking about it. I absolutely want to talk about gynocentrism, for sure. Yeah, I feel like we've got to a better place in this conversation now, and it was a bit painful to get there, but we're here, so all good. Okay. Yeah, so your pushback to my points. First of all, before I continue, there's been people asking to speak, and I'm not interested in having anyone else in this conversation for now. We could open it up towards the end. I'm not really intending on doing spaces for hours today. I just wanted to have a little exchange with digital. So please, if you want to stay listening, but please don't keep sending speaker requests. I would prefer it if digital had a co-host position so that he is not tempted to start accusing. So again, you've just sent me a speaker request. I'm not accepting speaker requests at this time. Until the end of this conversation with me in digital. All right. I have tried to get digital to take the co-host.
Loose Pussy
and he
Energy
has
have just
refused.
tipped
$25.
Right? So, hey Josie, did you hear Kika confirmed Brian be paying these hoes $300 each? What a fucking simp. L Dumpy. Lamau? Hashtag exposed.
I was just talking about you. Okay. I confirm it is true. And not only that, hear me out. The girls on the left are paying $300 to be there. So the ones on the left are subsidizing for the ones on the right. So the cuckoo crazy ones are getting $300 to be there, while the ones who request to be on have to pay $300. Yeah. But no, Kiko did an amazing job. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Kiko tonight, like, as madly as she was, that part was so on point. Brian was so pissed because she was so right. And he couldn't even argue with that because of how true it was. So he just got mad. He's like, well, are you fucking retarded? Like, No, that was great. She's not. She's very sane. That was great. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, he was pandering when he was thanking his sponsor. And I was like, no, you know what? Loose Pussy Energy, he's my supporter now. Okay? We got that Loose Pussy Energy over here. What she read about? That Brian is paying those 304s to be on, and that the conservative one that should be rewarded for their good behaviors are the one that are being punished for not being strumpets. Which is awful. Like, the moment that you cross that line, you are paying corn workers for being corn workers. It doesn't matter whether you pay them through their OnlyFans. Okay? Lonely fans, my bad. It doesn't matter whether you're paying them through their lonely fans or you're paying them for being on your podcast. You're paying them for what they do for a living. You are paying sex workers. Period. End of story. And that, Brian, is a massive L. Okay? You're contributing to the corn economics. And more respect for the people who invested $1,000 in the Hawk coin and lost everything. That's it. Like, you're paying sex workers to be there. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Am I like, is my vision like distorted or like, is it making sense? Like, do you guys agree? Hey, yeah, and he trying to have it too. Yo, Jacobson, what's up? Why don't you go on? Wait, or did you? Yeah, I did. And I'm pretty sure I'm blacklisted, so don't worry about it. Not happening. I've been talking shit so much times, and usually people who talk shit, like, he's pretty much, people are probably sending him some clips of me that have like 60 views. Still. They find like everything they can find because they pander. Be like, notice me, Brian. Notice me. I want to feel important. Okay, so like they send clips and shit. No, you don't have to watch it. It was pretty painful to watch. There was a lot of yappers, including myself, on that panel. Brian kept throwing me under the bus. I want to give Myron Gaines my time and energy of the day before I give Brian my time of day again. Fucking waste of time. Myron is nice, at least. Myron is not a fucking pussy-ass bitch asshole. He can be kind of an a-hole, but... Why don't you talk to Grace about going on... Ew! What is wrong with people wanting me to go on LOLCOW? Why would I go on there, Jake? Why would I go on there? I don't want those cockroaches of an audience in my chat. They're like roaches. Better alone than in bad company. I'd rather have a smaller chat, smaller viewership, than having a bunch of artards watching my stuff. They're like hate watchers. Like, she's into that. She's into that. That's cool, but that's almost as bad as doing OnlyFans. I have no interest being part of that. I'm sorry. It's just, no. I don't even feel comfortable having that. You're a lol cow. The word says it. Lol cow. You're there. People make fun of you. You are the joke. You are the punchline. I'll keep being the punchline on the makeable level. Like, if you pay me. I know. But still. It's called lol cow. I'm good for Grace. If that's what she wanted, good for her. She was also supposed to be on Fresh and Fit, which I think she flaked. I think. Not sure. Good for her. But I don't want to go on there. I'm good. Thanks. I have no idea. Jake, why do you watch that stuff? Do something productive with your time. Like paint, draw, watch paint dry on the wall. Anything is better than watching that. So wait, what's your thoughts on Andrew? I'm new to your channel, obviously, but have enjoyed it. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate it. I like Andrew. Andrew's chill. Andrew, friend of the show. Oh, no, you're fine, Jake. You're fine. If I was mad at you asking, the mods would have taken care of you already. They're quick on that. You're not the first one asking anyways, so. But watch grass grow. Yeah. Anything is better than watching lol-cow content. Lol-cow is the 2024 Jackass. Okay? Like, you're watching, like you're laughing at those guys falling in poop. A lol-cow is like you're the joke, you're the punchline. Your sorry ass is the punchline. It's not in your favor. You don't gain fans. You gain haters. Grace likes to entertain like that. She's really into that. She gets joy out of doing that. And I mean, hey, more power to her. If that's what she wanted, I'm super happy for her. I just hope she read all of the clauses in her contract. You watched Flow State. You should maybe watch Grass Grow. Might be more productive. Flow State is just lonely and angry for no reason. He's trying hard, I gotta give him that. He should market himself as like a Al Pacino. He kind of has that face. Scarface. Yeah. Full state versus up. They like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of that guy. On cocaine. Anyways. Yes. So, Andrew, my thoughts on Andrew. Okay, Andrew, definitely, like a Songpacker would say, friend of the show. Of course, Rachel. Love her. We love some Rachel. We love some Rachel. If that's the case, Jake, watch $1 Million Bachelor. Yeah, Austin, that's good. I like that. I like that. Jake, you should link with Austin on the Discord because he seems to have great ideas for you in order to determine how you shall spend your time. You should listen to him. The Millionaire Bachelor, you mean? He's like a wannabe Myron Gaines who hates Myron Gaines, and he paid a lot of money to have a truck around Brickle carry the pictures of Myron Gaines messing around with his teammates in a hotel room. Which I 100% believe that Myron Gaines was just messing around with his teammates because knowing what... Like, I worked on a men's sports team. They will literally pretend to hump each other in the locker room. Like, they do the gayest stuff. Oh, shit.
Tell them to bring me my money.
YEI00NKNIO030 donated $10 underscore Josie Sheeeeit 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 underscore Josie Sheeeeit.
Yeah. Let me hit the like on that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Gonna give it some bones. How to get him a little hut. I'm not sure yet. I might just make it. I made some pillows in the back. Fuzzy. Time well spent if you want to laugh at a joke of a man. I don't know. I took the time. Here's the thing. There's the difference between me and you. Okay. I listen. Before I go roast somebody, I listen. That's what makes me better. Yeah. Because when you start talking shit, I remember all the shit you've said for the past month. Because I'm the kind of bitch who's going to stalk. Why does the mod sometimes troll the streamers? Because you're watching lol cows. That's why. If the mods troll the streamers, hello, the mods are supposed to be like your soldiers. They're like your wingmans. Like, you should trust your mods with your social security number. Like, they gotta have your back. But you're watching lol cows. Yeah, they make fun of the creator because that's what lol cows are. They're like a cow that you laugh at. I'm telling you, they're the punchline of the joke. They are the entertainment, and it's not positive attention, but it's like, it's masochist. Tell me my money. Troll away mods? I mean, it depends on like what level you are with the mods. To troll me? I mean, at this point, I wouldn't even care, but it's okay. We like some Y and Jade. A loyal. I need to use a restroom real quick. Here, I really have to pee open.
When appropriate, if they want to offer a hug, and we have
your joke, but like I can see that being the next step of universalizing the fear and being like, you don't understand. Who amongst us isn't a CEO in their own way? You know what I mean? Like trying to make it seem as though the mom and pop shop owner in your local neighborhood is a direct target of this kind of terrorism, just as the United Healthcare CEO is. Like, you have to understand, it's the same actually. We're all CEOs. This is a nation of CEOs. We're all CEOs one way or another.
Yes, absolutely. And we've seen a real increase, sustained increase since December 4th in concern, not just from CEOs, but from corporations broadly. And so going back to the DA's point, you know, the intent to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, which is, of course, at the root of our state terrorism statute.
Even if I wasn't convinced by the killing itself, the narratives in response to it would have been pretty radicalizing to me, seeing that the entire governments are jumping into action to protect CEOs when no such protection has ever been afforded to anyone else. Wow. Yeah, but I think you have to remember, the average American, in my opinion, is like fairly servile. So when they see these instruments of justice and all of these institutions like come out and defend the pecking order that exists, like they are, I think they're infinitely more open-minded to that sort of thing. like reinforcing the pre-existing constructs. Like they will be like, oh no, I agree. Actually, you're right. It is kind of up. You know, the my lord attitude. My lord must be protected.
All the work that we do together every day, we're quite confident that concerns and threats are going to be appropriately directed our way.
We're going to take 2 more. Yep. Can you describe just how rare it is for your office to charge with first-degree murder? There has been some talk about how that is reserved to very specific cases in Manhattan. And also, you can speak to the statements made on the record by the suspect that informed this time
So bad. Okay.
Centered women at the expense of men and has done so
They're
since
just
the medieval
yapping.
period.
She kicked me? Oh no, I left.
Chivalry was originally a code of behavior for knights under feudalism who would give themselves in service to a lord or a lady, the aristocracy.
Because here's the thing, is that like now like Myron isn't like going at Brian for being, you know what I mean. Ever since he got Chinatown on there and roasted our butt. What did you delete? Wait, did you ban him? Leave Austin on there. What did you say? Wait, you want him to donate or something? Sometimes I don't know why you ban people, but I'll just trust you. Strolling. I don't know what you did. I think they're just trolling. They do that sometimes. He asked to be trolled. There you go. Well, if you asked for it, you asked for it. Don't ask the mods to prove themselves, because I can tell you right now, they will. They are shameless. I've lost many viewers like that, but it's okay. They were too weak. It filters the bad apples. It's okay. It was only 10 seconds. Yeah, I do that too. Some people take real offense to that. Nobody takes more offense to like removing a wrench, like getting a wrench away from somebody. And I feel that. Let's see who's live. I saw Tom was live. Let's see if we can go argue with somebody. See, I'm looking for trouble.
Nobody looks into it, and it's like, you know, lots of the time they'll turn
Yeah,
around.
Loose Pussy Energy, what I was saying earlier was, see, now you pin this 304's Loose Pussy Energy. He's my supporter now, bitch. Suck on dick. Pause.
Like, whoa, you know, Obama did this stuff too. You're right. Obama did do that shit.
Both.
Trump
Both.
was the one who came in saying that he wouldn't do it. Trump was the one saying that he was going to drain the swamp. Trump was the one who came in totally against all of that shit. He was going to put a stop to it, but he instead didn't put a stop to it and did it worse than anybody ever before him. That's what populism is. Wait, hold political approach that strives to appeal to ordinary people who feel their concerns are disregarded by establishment elite groups. That's an oversimplification. That is by far an oversimplification. Populism is the people versus the elites or the establishment, right? So left-wing populism is the people versus the elites. Right-wing populism is the people versus the establishment. And it's not just, oh, yeah, we don't feel like our concerns are being met. And we would just appreciate it if you guys would maybe
I appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot to me.
We have some things that we think you would be interested in hearing, and we could find some benefits.
I'm sorry if I sound like a robot when I say that, but I actually mean that.
No, it is the people versus the establishment. It is. The establishment is evil. The establishment are the bad guys. The establishment are the people that we have to take down. It literally is that. No, it literally is not. There is. Again,
knock.
I'm gonna bring up academia. You're not gonna believe in academia, so I'm not gonna waste my time. But so there is zero corruption in the establishment then, right? No. Why do you guys see this as, why do you guys do this? Why do you guys do this? Where like, I say I believe in the institutions and then you take it to some like insane fucking extreme. That's like, oh, so there's zero? No. What the fuck? Who the fuck said anything remotely
Your
close
friends
to that?
won't
Like,
hold
there's
it
no way
against
you
you.
can interpret anything I said to come anywhere close to that. But
true.
The idea that
I was
it's like,
only
oh,
born
well,
with
it's
it.
zero then, huh? No, it's not zero, but it also it's not the entire institutions.
I was
It's not
only
the
born with a
entire
caffeine
establishment.
addiction
It's not
and
it's not
nicotine
the
addiction.
norm. It's not the majority.
Don't judge
it's not
me.
the the
I'm a
big
victim.
problem. You're trying to go to extremes to disregard the literal definition of populism.
Tom! I'm in!
Populism, a political approach
Nobody
that
wants to
strives
let
to
me out?
appeal to the
What the
ordinary
fuck?
people that feel their concerns are
Tom!
disregarded by the establishment elite groups. Support for populist politicians or policies. The quality of appealing to or being aimed at ordinary people. So, sure, this is a dictionary definition. Again, this is not what populism is. Like,
Yeah, but you don't
if
get to test
if I
my
ask
logic.
you what
That's the fun part.
what fascism is, you
And
could
even
go
if my
give me
logic don't make sense, so what?
A dictionary definition that will not tell you what it is.
So
that's
what?
not gonna, it will not, the dictionary
Take out
definition
double
will
standards.
not tell you
Okay,
what
and
fascism is.
cool story, bro.
It'll just tell you what the like what it like as good
Now
as
that
it
we've
can
established
get, or
that,
as
I don't
close
give
as
a
it can get
fuck.
to like
Then what?
a line that it can draw. But that's it. That's all it is. So yeah, it's you were going to say what it is. I already said what it is. I've said it 3 times. I was not going to say what it is. I've already said what it is.
I know, but playing devil's advocate. You a fan of Andrew Austin?
And literally, I've had numerous populists on my channel.
idea.
Every time I talk to them about this, not one of them has ever disagreed with me on what populism is. Not one. Like, this is just the understood definition of, like, populism as far as, like, what it is about. That's what it's about, right? Like,
Extremes are always problematic.
if you're
in every
going
realm.
with this, okay, a political approach that strives to appeal to
Too much
ordinary
of anything
people
is
who feel
bad.
that their concerns are disregarded by establishment elite groups. Okay, cool. George Bush was a populist. Hillary Clinton was a populist.
I love Rachel. I
Hillary
wish-
Clinton was a huge populist.
She's the one who should go on
Huge
whatever on
populist.
a
Bill
regular
Clinton also a
basis.
populist. They're all populists. Yep.
If you ever want to know why I block ads with Pi, this is why I block ads with Pi.
I just found what may be the biggest YouTube hack of 2024.
I'm glad we all
An
understand
ad
now that
with
literally
your
all
man
politicians
Tiger?
ever have been populist. Well, fucking shit.
Tom!
Great.
Shot the Luigi, who shot the CEO.
Do we say free Luigi or not? I don't know. I don't think I care enough. Shit, it's bug boys. Ay, la la.
Other than Jawbreeze.
Populist.
Wrong one.
Leader, one person running the group,
That's wild.
and that's but that's a populist movement. You can feel like I think Freddie's somebody who has like populist leanings, populist bents, populist feelings. But I don't know if Freddie actually follows a leader that he feels is the guy to lead him to the promised land.
Snoring. Knock, knock.
Am I tripping, or does he look like one of the founding fathers? Who? Him? With the hair slicked back like that, maybe. You just need some powder in it.
People that don't feel that the insurance companies and the medical companies are looking out for their interests versus focused on just profits, right? And so I think it's got to be addressed. Obviously, you can't have a situation.
What's the populist nationalist way to address that?
You can't have a situation where people are lying in wait and come out and gun people down in the back. I don't know. Is the French model work? Does the Singapore model work? There's a ton of alternatives out there. A lot of people are addressing. President Trump's looking at.
It makes you. Anybody who has like the virtue signaling priorities ahead of everything else will certainly not. Oh, what's up? Sorry, let me change my source. I was not expecting that. I've been ignored all night, you see, by like other people. I said I've been like rejected by like a bunch of people, even on X, who didn't want to talk to me. Like I wasn't expecting you this quick. Okay, I think I got.
Well, what's up?
Yeah. The Trump pick, the cabinet picks. Okay, I'm sure that there's Trump supporters in your audience. How do you guys feel about that? Because I'm not that satisfied about it, and you were talking about draining the swamp, which he didn't do, which I actually agree with you on that. However, I believe that he did what he had to do to win the election. He knew what he had to do, and I gotta give it to him that unlike in 2020, he did what it took to win, and he won. And
I know. I think it was hard. I know that he barely lost in 2020, but I also felt like it was. I felt like it was an inevitability with the way that things went with COVID, where I felt like people were just like really, they were kind of like, it felt like most Republicans were kind of like tired of his antics and tired of like him being in the news for crazy stuff, especially with the shit that he said during COVID and the way that he talked about it and the way that he dealt with it. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people were just kind of sick of him, and they were all just, they didn't like being locked down. They didn't like having to stay in their houses. They didn't like having to.
Well, that was a state thing,
with like all the masks and social distancing. He was the one who told everybody to do it. He's
was the one who gave like Fauci
told everybody to lock down.
Yeah.
No. He literally told everybody to lock down. Then I live in Georgia. When Georgia didn't lock down, he scolded our governor and said, "Hey, like, you guys have to get in line. You have to do like this stuff. This is kind of disappointing that you're not going along with the rest of the country." So then Georgia locked down, and we only locked down for 2 weeks, and then we unlocked down and opened back up. And then Trump scolded our governor again and was like, "Hey, you're fucking up. Like, this is not what we told you to do. I told you guys to stay locked down. I told you guys to kind of get with the program, but you can do what you want. I'm just saying, like, we told you to do this and you didn't." So, yeah.
Yeah, there was also let's face it, like, all that Trump had to do to win the election was to shut the hell up, and he didn't even manage to do that. So that's where the frustration from a lot of people was coming from. But again, like, a lot of people, I'm under the impression that they're not so much in favor of favorizing, how could I say, I don't want to like flirt with US here, but supporting them boys with their conflicts that shouldn't involve us. But looks like there's a whole lobby that supports them boys abroad before supporting their own people, if you know what I mean.
I don't. We've talked about this numerous times. Like every time you say this, you say it you always do this in this dichotomy where if they're supporting people abroad, they're not supporting people here, but that just doesn't make sense. Like if you can give me an example of a bill that was put up and they said, "Hey, here's a bill to help veterans in America." And either you can vote for this bill that's going to help veterans in America,
that's not what I'm
or
talking about.
you can vote for the people in Ukraine. And it's got to be one or the other.
That's not
you got to
what
pick
I'm
one,
talking
and
about.
everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna." Then what are you talking about?
I don't want to jeopardize my channel or your channel, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But it's all good.
What? Okay.
I-
You talking
yeah,
about
we should-
Israel? Like,
Can we talk about that?
yeah, I don't care. We can talk
don't-
about whatever on my channel. I don't know about yours, but we can talk about whatever on mine.
Well, it was more about what I was going to say about it, but now I'm thinking like we're on YouTube. I should probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
knock it
If
off.
you're, I'm saying I don't have a problem with it. I talk to like neo-Nazis and pedophiles and all sorts of people all the time, so I don't care what we talk about.
All right, I'm just gonna say it then. A lot of APAC, okay, like Mary Madelson. You know, and all those pro-Israel, get rid of Palestine, supporting Netanyahu, basically. That's the whole Israeli lobby, the whole APAC lobby is up there. They control a strong majority of,
Yeah.
you know, you already know that. Trump knew what he had to do to win the election. He won the election, but I'm quite frustrated with his cabinet pick, and I believe that a lot of centrist, more modern Republican are also very frustrated with that because we're more in favor of, hey, like we've got issues here that need to be solved, and you're going to be in favor of sending stuff abroad when people here need resources, right? And also to get the U.S. involved into such conflict.
Yes, so you realize that's, I'm sorry, Josie, just real quick. What you're saying is what I just responded to. That is what I just said. What I just said was you're talking about this as though there was like a bill that came up to send money to Israel or Ukraine or anywhere, and they said you can either vote for this one or you can vote for the one that'll give money to like homeless veterans or something, but you gotta pick one of them because we only have enough money for one of these. Like if that happened, then sure, that would make sense, but that's not happening. They're not choosing one over the other. There isn't a bill to help homeless veterans because all of the states and the federal government and everybody already has tons of programs to help people who are homeless, to give them homeless shelters, to give them jobs programs, to help them get clean, to help them get back on their feet, to get them places to stay. Like those all already exist, and so there's already money.
We're not in favor of that.
Things.
That's you guys.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm saying that here, like, we have money for those things already. That like America has money for people to like get back on their feet if they're homeless.
It's not necessarily
so
about the money more than that. It's about who your connections are, who you're actually working for. You're hired by the people, working for the people, not for the Israeli government or your Israeli friend. The United States of America should be your priority, not a country abroad.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, is that the United States is the priority, and that even though you're bringing up areas where we're going to support our allies, that doesn't mean that we're supporting them over our American people. You haven't given that example where there actually is a dichotomy. It's just that, yes, we also help our allies.
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to not help them if they were to have a nuclear weapon?
Isn't that the condition?
I don't know. I think that we have allies with nuclear weapons. What are you talking
We're
about?
not supposed. The condition is that you're an ally as long as you don't have a nuclear weapon.
I don't think that's true. I know that like there's a bunch of stuff about like Israel stealing uranium and nuclear waste or some crap like that to try to build a nuclear weapon, but I don't know that they're not allowed to build one or what. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, they're not supposed to have. And then they found uranium that could only be found on U.S. soil that was apparently stolen, whether it's a conspiracy theory or not.
I mean, it's not really a conspiracy theory. It does seem as though they took it. It just seemed like the U.S. didn't care.
I'm playing devil's advocate, but yeah. So just to make a long story short, I would say it's mostly like the majority, like boomer, older Republicans that were probably on the fence with Trump that are like supportive of his cabinet pick. I think that like the majority Republican or like people that would be like our age would say I found that a lot of people have strong disagreements with his cabinet pick. And
I don't know. Trump literally advertised himself as the most pro-Israel president ever. Like,
I mean, who isn't pro-Israel in that? You can't be in politics.
Yes, but that's what I'm talking about. Is that it's not a thing where it's like, oh, the neocons are trying to make him, get the fucking pro Israel people in there. Like, no, he literally like advertises himself as the most pro-Israel president. Like, he personally seems to want to be known as the guy who helped Israel.
Yeah, why do you think that the media didn't talk trash about him as much this election cycle?
Say that again?
Who controls the media, Tom?
Nobody controls the media.
Come on.
Nobody controls the media.
Them boys, that's right. Go look up their last names. Go look up their last names.
They do not. I understand that it is Jewish people who own the businesses. They own the production companies. They own the media corporations. But that doesn't mean that like they run the media. They're not like you're making it sound as though they like pick and choose what stories are being told, or pick and choose what's true and what's not true.
They 100%
Okay,
do.
yeah, there's just no evidence of that. So, like, that's not, that's just not like anything that's ever actually founded.
Well, we could look up who their staffs are and, whoever's in charge of curating whatever headline is going to be on, and you would check and look up their last name, and usually they went to school together, they're related. It ends in Steinberg,
Yes, I understand. None of those things actually say that they're doing something that's actually like just beneficial to their people or anything. Because even when we look at the production groups that have like anti-Israel sentiments, they're also run by fucking Jews, because those are the people who tend to go to school for these things at the highest rates and tend to.
Trust me, I'm one of them boys. I'm one of them boys. I'm not here to talk crap. I'm just really here to like give you the facts, and it's just because it's just a fact.
What do you mean? You're not just giving me the facts. Nobody disagrees with that. Like, no, that's not a fact that anybody.
It's a known.
No,
thing.
Jewish people are not.
It's a known thing.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, nobody disagrees with that. So you're not just stating facts. You're bringing things up as though there's a reason for it. And then once I want to know the reason, then you're going to act like, well, I'm just stating facts. But no, you're not. You're bringing it up for a reason.
Is power.
Yes, but the power for like a specific person, power for a group of people, power for a bunch of specific. Okay, yeah, that's just kind of ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. There's no evidence of this. You're doing correlation equals causation stuff, where you're just saying, yeah, there's a lack of Jewish people and a disproportionate amount of power, and it's like, yeah, true. There's also a disproportionate amount of black
I mean, it's a
people.
known thing
Or,
within the community. Like, we
again,
flex
you're
about
saying
that
it's a known
shit.
thing. What is a? You're saying it's a known thing. It is not a known thing that
Yes,
they
it
are
is.
like
It literally
trying to conglomerate power for themselves, for their for their group of people. It is a known thing that they are very
We keep it hidden.
they're well known for. Yes, that they keep things in the family. That is true, but that's obviously based on history and the way that things have gone for them. That's like that would make sense that they would do that. But you're saying it as though like this is a like a political endeavor for all of these people to be there to push the Israeli message, while they're just not really like talking about Israel very much, or things that associate with the Israelis very much.
So why did Myron Gaines get banned off YouTube? Sorry, YouTube.
Because Myron Gaines is a very like hateful and anti-Semitic bigot who should be put in a corner somewhere by himself.
I don't know. I've had nothing but nice interactions with him, so I guess maybe he's not that misogynist.
Oh well,
anti-Semitic.
as long as he's nice, then maybe it just doesn't. All the other things just don't matter anymore. Crazy. I guess he can just be nice, and there's no such thing as like a Hitler was a nice guy too. Did you know that when he pet his dog, he was like he would give her treats and like pet her a long time, and really like was really sweet to her, and was just so nice, and loved his dog so much. Did you know that? He's not that bad of a guy, you know. People try to make him sound like he's a bad guy, but he was so nice to that dog.
He's a bad guy. He created Volkswagen. Those are pieces of shit, but yeah.
Well, no. He was nice. He had friends. People liked him. He couldn't be that bad.
Friends too.
Well, exactly.
Sister's a nice gal.
So you get what I'm saying. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. Nobody gives a fuck that you thought that Myron Gaines was a nice guy. Like, that doesn't change anything.
Well, let's just say he's been very vocal about his dislike of them boys and that country. And let's just say that they've been trying to cancel him really freaking hard.
You say they have, but that's the majority of people. Have nothing to do with they. It has to do with just most people who don't like bigotry.
Bigotry. Can you give me an example of bigotry?
Yeah, so like where we're talking about people who, coming from him, have you not seen like he's like yelling the N-word with the hard R at black people? He's calling gay people F slurs. Huh?
The Klan meetings?
The Klan meetings? What are you talking about?
Tell her about it. Yeah, on Twitter.
Yes, I was in a Twitter space with him, and I was talking to him about like racism and crap like that, because he kept acting like he was offended that people kept calling him racist. But then eventually he was like, yeah, I am racist. I am sexist. I do hate black people. I do think that they're all criminals. I do think that there's N-word behavior. These N-words, literally yelling N-word and F slur at people, not in like a way just to call them like a douchebag or something like that, but he's literally targeting their race and their sexuality and things like that. That is very clear over and over and over. And then, yes, if you're complaining about if you don't like rich people doing certain things, that makes sense. But then if you don't like them doing certain things because they're Jewish, well, that's just called bigotry. That just totally changes everything now.
What's the definition of bigotry? I'm not even sure what that means anymore.
It's generally going to be like some sort of unfair discrimination towards a group of people based on like immutable characteristics.
That'd be fair. You could call it bigotry, but oh well. Still, I mean, was he wrong? The
Yeah, well,
minority
when we
doesn't
say
make the
it's
rule.
unfair, when we say it's unfair, definitionally, that would mean that he's wrong.
Well, does the minority make the rule?
No. That's why I keep referencing that it's not the minority, it's the majority of people who say these things. It's not
No, but
it's
when
not
he's
Jewish
talking, the
people who
way that
say
he's
these
talking,
things.
with the way that he's talking about black people, for example, is that, you know, if you look at numbers, you can tell that, you know, there's hood behavior that correlates with skin color. That's statistics. And I mean,
Yeah.
okay, if you don't feel targeted, I just don't see, like, if somebody says something and you feel targeted,
I don't know what the
it's a
I
bad
literally
thing.
have no idea what you're saying. You are, like, way too broad right now. I have
Okay.
if you feel targeted, I don't know what you're talking about.
If you feel like Myron, like, not you personally, but somebody feels like Myron Gaines is talking about them when he talks about, like, black people, does you think that maybe it's because he feels like he's talking about them? Maybe they're part of the problem? A little bit when he talks about women, and he says, well, I'm not like that. You're such a misogynist. Like, yeah, okay, if you're the exception, but the exception doesn't make the rule, so what's your point?
No. So the rule only matters based on, like, when you use a word, is that word the defining characteristic? Is that the thing that is pushing things? So if I'm talking crap about black people, right? I'm talking about the fact that, like, yeah, 13% of black people commit over 50% of the murders, right? So this is a real stat. This is a very real thing. But when I say 13%, it's actually like 4% of that 13% that I'm talking about. So not 4%. Instead of 13%, I'm saying 4% of the 13%, which makes it a very, very small percentage at that point. We're talking about, like, way less than 1%. And that is who we're talking about. But we're broad brushing the 13% to talk about the 1%. The defining characteristic, the motivating factor, the thing that makes the difference is what matters. And if you believe them being black is the defining thing, if you think that is the motivating factor, then you'll mention the blackness there. If it's not the motivating factor, then you don't mention the blackness. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. It's about, you know, how they came up or their environment or something like that. But if you do think it's the
So
defining
how
factor,
should you
then yes,
refer?
you will mention that they're black.
He didn't say black people, he said niggas.
Okay.
Well,
What do you
there you go. Niggas is a behavior.
wait? It's not, though. That's the thing, is that, like, if I decide to say, every time I see you, I call you a dumb bitch. Everywhere we go, every time you're on a Twitter call, every time you're on a panel, I'm like, "What's up, you dumb bitch?" And you're like, "What? Why do you keep calling me a dumb bitch?" And I'm like, when I say this, I'm saying this as a term of endearment, that I like you and I think that you're kind of cool. You dumb bitch. You dumb fucking slutty dumb bitch. Like, it doesn't matter what definition I feel like using. That's not what everybody else hears. So I keep calling you this dumb bitch everywhere you go. This is going to come off very differently to literally everyone else. And I know that when I keep calling you a dumb bitch, I'm well aware everybody else hears what it is that I'm saying. And
But
they
you're
all
talking,
know
you
what
would be
it is
talking
that I'm
about a
calling you.
dumb bitch, or would you be talking about a dumb bitch because I'm white? Or, like, do you refer to dumb bitch as white?
No.
Like,
Hold on. No. You're misunderstanding. I'm saying that the words have meaning. Everybody, we have a, like, social understanding of what words mean. So if I call you a dumb bitch, everybody hears me just calling you a really dumb woman who just doesn't understand anything. You're just too retarded, right? But I tell you, no, it's a term of endearment. It means I like you. It means I think you're cool when I say that. Okay. Well, I came up with my own personal definition for dumb bitch. This is my own personal definition, but nobody else knows that's what I mean. Everybody else, when I say dumb bitch, they all hear something very different than I like this chick and I think she's really cool. Nobody hears that, right? So words have meaning. If he wants to say that there's nigger behavior and that's what it means, is that like it's just this specific time. Well, no, that's not what he said. No, he said hard R, like very clearly over and over. And so he says that that yes, if you're saying that this is behavior of black people, he says it has nothing to do with race. Okay, cool. Well, historically, everybody else associates that word with not just race, but a very specific race. So if you're going to just use your own secret language going on here, that you just feel like you can use your own definition for this and then keep saying things that everyone else is going to hear differently, then you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Everybody knows what you're doing. Literally everybody.
Well, are you sure that you've got the right definition?
What?
Are you sure that you've got the right definition of what nigga behavior is? That's hood ratchet shit, like the way that Lucky makes fun of Shaniquas and niggas with Jordans.
Again, you're I don't know if you're doing this just for like the sake of TOS, but when you're saying nigga, you are adding an A on there that he is not. Okay? He is not adding that A there. That is not there. I can give you the recordings, or I can pull it up on stream right now if you'd like to see it. That A is not there. Huh?
I was there. I know.
Okay. So when you're saying yes, there is a way that that nigga is used with a soft A, that does have like a term of endearment attached to it sometimes, or it means different things in different contexts. Sure, that's like that makes sense. But the hard R, no. That does not mean different things in different contexts. And when he says that he's using his own private language, his own private definition that nobody else uses, that you will not find anywhere else, that is insane. We all know that that's not what he's actually saying. That nobody else
Have you ever been on
uses.
smoke signals? The panels?
No, I don't. I've never heard of that.
I would be curious to bring them up. They're mostly, I believe, like African American debating racial issues, and it gets pretty intense called smoke, because smoke is gonna kick you off unless you bring smoke. But I would be curious to know if their definition of that word aligns with your definition. That would be something to sleep on. But
Wait, what do you? I'm not understanding. What do you mean?
I just
I have
think,
no idea what any of them.
I just think that his definitions of the word might actually make sense to the people he's targeting, and the fact that they're being called out is mostly the reason why they're upset.
But again, you realize that, like, if those people aren't committing crimes, if those people aren't out there like doing hood rat shit, if they're not out there selling drugs or engaging in like gang behavior or anything like that, then they're really not meeting his definition. They're not being called out. But because he says the N-word, yes, but that's the thing, is that no, hold on, wait. No, it's not the minority. It's not. That is by far the majority of black people. And when you say
it's not
that
of black
the
people,
N-word,
it's of niggas.
yes, but that's what I'm saying, is that you're even saying that they are being called out, and you're only saying that because they are black. Like, just because they're black, no, they're being called out.
You can be a nigga and be any color.
Oh, okay, so are those people black? Are those people black?
Originally, historically, sure. But now, if I
No, on the smoke.
Nigga,
No, hold on, wait, hold on, hold on, Josie, hold on. When the smoke show or whatever you were calling, where they're supposed to bring the smoke, are the people on that show black?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, why did you say they? Why did you say they feel like they're being called out. Why them? Why the people on that show?
Oh no, not those people, not those people. No, I meant the people that hop on Myron Gaines' Twitter space. They say, oh, if there's a hater, come on. And I mean, they're being like as racist, if not 10 times more racist than he is afterwards, so.
Yeah, a lot of people get defensive against racism and respond to it with racism, but that's not good. But it is it's not something that he can complain about.
I mean, people of color
With the way
are
that he talks
always
about
the
people.
most racist ones. I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah. So like, I don't know how to like get this across. Like, there's this there's an actual like linguistic term called private language, where people use words differently than everybody else, and then they act like, oh no, I'm using this definition. So because I'm using a different definition than you, it's okay. It totally changes it. And that's called private language, because nobody knows that they mean that except for them. So it's like when somebody
I feel
puts
like
on a
people
wig
in that,
and then
Tom,
they
I feel
tell
like people
everybody
in that
call them a
space
woman.
knew very well what it meant.
I'm saying that they all know what it means, and they're pretending that it means something else. So this is like if somebody puts on a wig and they say, I want everybody to call me a woman. And then we're like, wait, why would putting on a wig make you a woman? And they're like, because I just identify as a woman. And that's how I'm defining woman. I'm defining woman as just one who identifies as a woman. So as long as I put on a wig and I identify as a woman, I am now a woman. And so I'm just going to refer to myself as a woman. Well, literally everybody knows that that's not what anybody hears when they hear the word woman. We all know that's not what we hear when we hear the word woman. They're using private language that nobody else is going to hear except for themselves. They will feel like it means something different, but it doesn't. It doesn't mean something different. We all know what a woman is.
Okay. Sure. But I think it's pretty obvious what he brings up is mostly people get triggered is when he starts to talk about black women. That's when all the freaking wig warriors come out.
Yeah, but I agree that, yes, I think he's trying to be a shock jock. I think he's trying to trigger people. And that, yes, I think that is like the priority to him, is that he just wants to like, upset people and get them all riled up.
Yeah. But I mean, is he wrong?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that he's wrong. Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So you would, I don't mean to get things personal, but you would date a black woman? Like, have you dated a black woman?
Yeah, I've dated black women.
Okay.
Like, not for long periods of time, but I'm personally, most of the time, yeah, I'm just not like attracted to black women most of the time.
Why?
It has nothing to do with their hood rat behavior or anything like that.
Oh,
That
I'm
is not-
sure it doesn't.
that is- It doesn't. I like
Come on.
I also, Indian women, by far the majority of the time, not attracted to them, not interested. But there's a reason why black men are attracted to black women and Indian men
that's all they
are
can get.
attracted to Indian women. It's not all they can get. It is a cultural difference. There is a values difference. There is a socializing difference. What we find attractive today is very different than what we found attractive even 20 years ago. When I was growing up in the 90s, guys would look at somebody like Kim Kardashian and call her fat. Like, that was disgusting in the 90s. If a girl asked you if her butt looked big, you had to say, no, hell no, your butt doesn't look big. It looks flat as hell.
Mm-hmm. And now it's people pay for that. It's crazy. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just saying that like what we're attracted to is like, yeah, socialized. It changes over time. We can watch like trends go in different directions based on like who's most attractive around that time. We look back at like the antebellum days where they wore things behind them to make their butts look bigger, and they tied their like breast up hardcore to get their boobs to stick out real big. But then, yeah, 80s, 90s, like it was all about being small, petite, like very, very thin and slim, no real like curves. And then, yeah, we get into the 2000s, hip hop music
Yeah,
gets
the
bigger.
90s
and
were like
starts,
anorexic
changing the way
phase.
that we look at women. Yeah, exactly.
nasty.
And then we get into the 2000s where hip hop music and like music videos and crap like that really changed the way that we saw women and what we were attracted to, and the way that like what became like the the best looking body. And then, yeah, we change over and over based on what we're socialized into.
Okay. All right. Well, I would ask you, I had an inquiry in my chat to define what women is, but I do want to head to bed because it's 3:29.
Well, I mean, real quick, you know, like pretty much all men would date like Halle Berry or Beyonce or like, oh shit.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm not a guy. I haven't
What
been
do
one
you-
in a while, so.
That's not what I asked. I said, you know that most guys would date like tons of black women. There are tons and tons of black women out there that most white men find attractive, and that they would jump. Yeah, Rihanna, like they would jump at the chance to be with these chicks.
Chat. I don't know. I'm a straight woman. They said no.
I don't know why you're saying you're a straight woman as though you don't know what an attractive woman is or what
I
most
don't.
guys
I
like.
don't know. I'm
Like-
not. I
like,
don't want to
There's
answer.
no shot.
for-
You're
sure,
lying.
some
You're
of them
coping
would.
right now. You watch dating shows all the time. I know you know what it is that guys are attracted to. Like I know that you know like what women are attractive. Every woman that I've ever dated was straight. All of them knew what attractive women were. All of them.
All right. I guess some would.
All right. Well, never mind.
Some would. Some wouldn't. I mean, whatever into. Whatever your preferences are. Alright, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm gonna send the raid over. You have a wonderful evening.
All right. You
Yo.
too. Later.